So it seems that Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey has gotten into the NFT game and sold his first tweet for a whopping $2.9 million USD. And I got all the details for you right now on InformOverload. But first, make sure to subscribe if you're new here and want to see more. Twitter founder Jack Dorsey's first ever tweet has been sold for the equivalent of $2.9 million to a Malaysia-based businessman. And if you're wondering what this nearly $3 million tweet said, it says, quote, "Just setting up my Twitter." With Twitter not even spelled correctly. Not sure if that's how it was originally spelled, but that just makes it even funnier. The tweet was published on March 21st of 2006 and was auctioned off by Mr. Dorsey for charity. The Malaysia-based buyer, Sina Estavi, compared the purchase to buying a Mona Lisa painting. The tweet was bought with Ethereum cryptocurrency, which is the second largest after Bitcoin. Mr. Dorsey said he would convert the proceeds to Bitcoin and then donate them to the Give Directly's Africa Response Fund. And of course, the tweet was sold as a non-fungible token, or more commonly known as an NFT, on March 22nd. And for a quick refresher on what an NFT is, it's basically a unique certificate that shows that you own the original rights to any form of online media. Right now, NFTs are being used heavily in the digital art space, but since an NFT can be used for literally anything, the use of it is expanding to videos, photos, and even tweets, like we've seen here. After the sale, Mr. Estav said on Twitter, quote, "This is not just a tweet. I think years later, people will realize the true value of this tweet, like the Mona Lisa painting." And clearly a lot of people feel this way, as within minutes of the auction, bids reached more than $88,000. The buyer will receive a certificate, digitally signed and verified by Mr. Dorsey, as well as the metadata of the original tweet. NFTs have become incredibly popular over the last year, and social media experts are saying they don't predict the market will be slowing down anytime soon. Kathy Hackle, founder of technology consultancy Futures Intelligence Group, said on the matter, quote, "We live in an age where celebrities, musicians, and influencers have more than fans. They have stans. And they will want to own a piece of their favorite stars. Just like people buy physical memorabilia, they will buy their tweets, posts, and snaps because they want to feel closer to that star." And honestly, I think the reach and power of influencers is only becoming greater over time, so I really believe that notion that people will do anything to be closer to influencers that they love. However, if they have the money to buy it is really a different question. Earlier this month, an NFT sold for $69 million from the artist Beeple, setting a record for the highest NFT sale ever. But based on the market, I'm sure a new high will be reached very soon. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this very interesting story. I know it's probably a lot to wrap your heads around, I know it was for me, but do you think you would ever buy an NFT, assuming it was not for millions of dollars? Also, this conversation is really a bigger conversation surrounding the growing prevalence of cryptocurrency in the finance realm. So I'd love to know if you own any crypto. I personally own a little bit, but every day I regret not buying it years ago, so I'm trying to buy more and more as I can. Let me know the answers to all that below. But before I go, I'm going to shout out some comments from my video on the LAPD investigating Army Hammer. One user said, "If y'all think the Army Hammer thing is wild, you should look into Armand Hammer, his grandfather, and their family. I'm really not surprised, knowing what I know now. There's a whole documentary on their torrid family history." Yeah, I saw an article saying a little bit about it. It is so crazy, but I mean, at this point, when people have crazy money and resources and wealth, it's kind of just expected that they're gonna do some really nasty stuff. Diabetes and Queens said, "Just resubbed, miss you, Mackenzie. Thank you so much for resubbing. We really love to have you back." Then Andrea Lee said, "Seriously, TikTok has done more damage than good." You're probably right. I think it's becoming even now. I don't know, the more time that goes on, the more I'm honestly obsessed with TikTok. So I'm just like a believer, at this point, but I definitely understand the hate. Alright guys, that's all for the video today. Thank you so much for sticking around if you made it all the way here. If you liked the video and want to see some more, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith. Make sure to check us out on social media. I will see you in the next one.